sobre este juicio ilegal y también porque tu víctima, hoy tú eres una víctima dentro del juicio y también el llamamiento que quieres decir en el mundo.
Okay. Me llamo Ingrid Meton, soy abogada de la defensa de los acusados de Equipe Media con mi colega Olfa Uled. Hacemos la defensa desde ahora hace 6 meses. Hemos intentado ayudar a nuestros clientes presos durante este juicio muy difícil, porque hace 6 meses que el presidente de la Corte dice que quiere que este juicio sea un juicio equitable, que respeta a los derechos de la defensa. Y hoy hemos constatado que no hay ningún derecho de la defensa durante este juicio, porque hoy somos 2 abogadas francesas. Solo hemos pedido al derecho fundamental del abogado de hablar libremente, el derecho fundamental de la gente de tener abogados. Antes de irnos, porque los presos han pedido que no haya más de defensa, porque no quieren participar más en este juicio ilegal y este
tribunal.
teatro. Que es un teatro, no es un juicio real. Hemos pedido hablar una última vez. Este derecho fue dado a los abogados marroquíes y saharauis. El presidente nos ha prohibido hablar una última vez. Y cuando hemos intentado hablar, porque queríamos hablar de una cosa muy importante, de la tortura de los presos, de esta tortura que fue terrible, y ellos sufren siempre de lo que ha ocurrido hace unos años. El presidente ha prohibido que hablemos libremente, y para asegurarse que no íbamos a hablar, ha pedido a la policía de echarnos de la corte. Fue la primera vez que los abogados marroquíes han visto eso y nos han echado con mucha violencia. Mi colega aquí tiene un problema ahora con su brazo, y a mí me duele mucho la espalda. Ahora quiero pedir a la comunidad internacional, a la Unión Europea, a los abogados del mundo, los abogados franceses que están en esta corte, los abogados belgas que están en esta corte, los abogados marroquíes, los abogados saharaui, todos los observadores, a todo el mundo. No podemos cerrar más los ojos. Tenemos que ver de frente lo que está pasando durante este juicio. No hay juicio equitable, no hay derechos de la defensa, no hay derechos de la gente, no hay respeto de los derechos los más fundamentales. Todo el mundo tiene ahora que abrir los ojos.
Thank you very much. We would like to say a few words about the music trial. I am Olfa Uled, the lawyer of the defense of the detainees of the music, and here it's my colleague Ingrid Meton. We came to this trial because we thought that it is going to be a trial in which we will be free to defend our clients, the detainees, and that we will be free to say whatever we want to say. I mean, if it respects the law, okay? First we went, we came, in December. So we have decided to give the court the decision of the Committee Against Torture, the decision that Ingrid and our colleague Joseph Briam and ACAT, which is an association in France, have obtained from this committee. And this committee said that Namaz Farid was tortured by Moroccan authorities. Then this decision was not accepted by the court, so we were like, okay, maybe it's not going to be a fair trial, you know, but we thought that it was just, you know, something that we will go beyond and that we will obtain some results from the court. So we came back with my colleague Ingrid Metton, and we have decided to submit to the court a memorandum about the Fourth Convention of Geneva, because, as you know, Sahara is an occupied territory, so Morocco is supposed to apply international law, okay, humanitarian international law, but the court has refused to do so without giving us any reason. But we have decided to come back because we thought, because you know there is hope when you are lawyers and when you're barristers, you have to you have to dream, otherwise you stop this job. But we have decided to come back, and we have to be really honest, you know, because since the last week, the court has decided to hear some witnesses, and these witnesses were obviously lying because they were saying, for instance, that they were able to see 12 people at the same time, which is not possible, and there were mistakes according what these witnesses said. So, you know, the detainees have asked themselves, saying, are we going to keep going on this trial? And we know that the result is obviously going to be the same result that it was in the military court. And today the detainees have decided to withdraw themselves from this court, because this court is obviously unfair, because the court, you know, is always asking questions that are likely to prove that the detainees are guilty. They are not trying to, the court is not trying to address some questions to the detainees, questions which are going to help them to prove that they are not guilty. Only questions which are likely to prove that they are guilty are asked by the court. So it's obviously a problem. So, and we have seen, well, witnesses which were saying things that they were hearing, you know, so, but okay. So today, detainees have decided to withdraw themselves, and with my colleague Ingrid Metton, we wanted, the court asked us if we wanted to withdraw ourselves. So we say first no, we have to say to the court something, and then we will give you our decision about the fact to withdraw ourselves or not. And this point was really, this was a really important issue, because as you know, there were medical reports on detainees, and Moroccan doctors said that there were not torture on the detainees, and it was false, because today we came from Paris with some proofs of doctors which recognized just by, you know, reading the medical reports that the detainees were tortured. But the court has decided to refuse to give us a word, and then we have asked the court to give us 1 minute, you know, just because we wanted to give this, to address this issue before leaving the court. And the court has decided to exclude us as lawyers, and they have decided to, the president of the court has asked the police to the president has decided to ask the police to throw Ingrid and I from the court. So it's so obviously it's not a fair trial, I think. And just to end, because I think that you are going to ask me what we want to say to you know, to the world. And we just want to say to the world that it's not a fair trial, that you should open your eyes and everybody has to be concerned about what is going on now on the court of Rabat Saleh, and about the fact that you have 21 people who are going to be sentenced again, and bad sentences, okay, and that these people are innocent, that you have families which are trying to know what is the truth, and that it's not going to be the fact because it's not a fair trial, and that just to end, we want to say a word to our colleagues, barristers, solicitors of other countries. You have to attest what happened today, because you are lawyers, you are barristers, you are solicitors, and you know that beyond the money and that beyond the, the relationship, we are all lawyers, and we have decided to make this job because we want the truth to be known, and we want the truth to be the one which is going to win at the end. And that's it.